overall, the attitude of anyone that has visited the home has seen the treatment of the water in place and the improvements that have been made since 2015, and have witnessed the care and service that the staff provide to our veterans. They are suddenly and overwhelmingly in support of keeping that home in the special place that it is, sitting in that 200 acres that have served veterans since the Civil War times. And so that is the positive that we see, is that once you see and understand how special it is and how they care for veterans, that they recognize that we need to continue that service to veterans. We need to take care of them the best we can right now, and then moving forward into the future, because we recognize that the veterans in Illinois are going to continue to need that need throughout the different war efforts that we've had. We look forward to moving on and keep bringing out everything that the public might want to know about what happened and what we're doing now to prevent it. And always we recognize that it's an unfortunate tragedy that we had an outbreak of Legionella. And I think today we heard from the Adams County Public Health that it was not necessarily isolated to within the confines of the Veterans Home. Legionella is something we're learning about more and more every day, that outbreaks do exist, and we're working to make it as safe as possible in a world that's not always perfect.
In December, we formed a bipartisan task force of current and former elected officials to get together to look at what has happened at the Veterans Home, stop the politicization of many of the comments that we saw really in late December for the Legionnaire outbreak in 2015. And what we wanted to come together as a bipartisan group is, first, we need to put the veterans first. Finger pointing is not going to get us very far. We need to look at what solutions have been done. We need to be open and transparent with any requests. We're supportive of Senator Collerton's audit. We're supportive of the bipartisan hearings that are going on here in Springfield. But also we want to pivot to what is the next generation of quality of care going to look like at the Quincy Veterans Homes.
There will be further hearings, and I have asked that one of the hearings be held at the Veterans Home in Quincy, Illinois. So perhaps, I've heard some positive feedback on that, so perhaps in the future we may all be together again there at the state facility in Quincy. I want to thank all the state senators and the state representatives who have taken time to travel to Quincy, who serve on the veterans committees, and some are just interested parties that travel to Quincy to tour the Veterans Home facility, to see firsthand the work that has been done, and to see what an asset that the Veterans Home is, not just for Quincy, Illinois, but for the state of Illinois.
Politicizing some of this events does nothing to help serve our veterans. We want to work in a bipartisan fashion. I think overall you saw most of the House representatives and the senators, regardless of party, want to do the best by our veterans. That's the focus, is to have a home that best serves our veterans.